game one, reading his enemy jungler, working out exactly where he needed to be on the map. We'll see if he can do it again into Steel, who had a strong game one performance as well. Eclectic team comps, a little bit of this, a little bit of that across the board, but I'm very excited to see how these two teams match up against each other, especially with Gadget taking Seros's like signature pick away from him and just being like, okay, I'm gonna play this in the bot lane now. We'll see how Heimerdinger works.
I'm pretty sure he's just going to push. The thing about Heimer is that, you know, pending how in tune he is with the champion, shout out to Jat's guide on it. Everyone, if you're not used to seeing Heimer, just pull up that YouTube tab.
I'm pretty sure that we did one in the EULCS with Hyanon as well. There was like a Lolly Sports article about it.
So you're saying that I'm sponsoring the wrong broadcast right now?
Saying, you know, you're part of LEC now, Frost, okay?
I watched the LCS one. Pull that up, get a quick tune-up. We'll be talking about Heimer over the course of this game, because here we go.
On to Summoner's Rift and to look for something here. There's no wards up towards that top side, and if Steel wanted to, he could actually threaten Boss a little bit. With no flash on the Hecarim, after you've used your teleport, getting a kill now would be very bad. You'd want flashes forward here. Gadget comes out. Gadget ignited, doesn't have the heal, just about surviving with the potion. Gadget will stay alive in that bottom lane. Two teams, you know, Detonation, FocusMe, haven't had as many leads as they want, but maybe they're going to get a kill here in the top lane. Steel falls down. Boss and Ananasik in the right position at the right time will take Boss back.
They're going to dive Seros.
They can just dive him, as you say. No unstoppable onslaught for Boss, but Ananasik there with the flash. There's the stand united as well. Mega Inferno Bomb's not going to be enough. And Ananasik will take the kill.
Just super clean cross-map play from Vega.
That know exactly when their windows are, exactly when they are just that little bit stronger than their opponents, and when they can strike.
And just credit to Boss here. This is a guy who walked into Krugs, helped kill Lee Sin, walks it into the mid lane, also picks up the assist here with Seros dying, and then teleports back into the top. It feels like so far we've had a lot more kind of like strategy checks than skill checks. Maybe our first fight. Oh,
he steals it away, but the Hemo Plague and the final auto attack from Seros is enough from Ananasik to take down Ananasik. Now, do you greed for it? Do you go for the Rift Held? Both Boss and Santos can get in there.
Just run in and ult.
Yeah, Boss is just running in. Devastating charge onto Steel. They're looking for the fight, but here's the hero's entrance. Detonation FocusMe trying to bait out the play. Double taunt lands. Seros there with a Hexplosive Minefield. Santos goes golden. Unstoppable onslaught from Boss gets him away. Santos trading onto Steel could just ignite him. Evie's going to take down Nomads, but Santos gets the kill. Just go for it, man. You're going to die anyway. He gets the Rift Held. Satchel Charge knocks him back, and eventually he falls to Seros. Evie chased away Boss down towards the bottom side, but the Rift Held does go over to Vega Squadron.
That was Detonation FocusMe, like, who's the captain now? We dare you, come get it. In the end, they did walk away with it. Steel has Smite up. I'm looking, I was like, I saw that he still had his Smite. I was like, maybe
2-level disadvantage.
Maybe it just came up.
2-level disadvantage when it happens, so it's can't really blame Steel too much for losing it.
The impending fight, though, good disengage from Steel here. And then they get him into a nice choke point. Ziggs really loves choke points. He's able to walk in freely, and then dunk. Speaking of dunked.
Yeah, and Anasik just comes in with the claws in the mid lane. Seros on it.
Much more access into the jungle. Usually that goes into Baron setup, as we see how this this play started.
It's a package play.
It was a package play.
Knocks back Seros, then the Prey Seeker hits. And Anasik can just jump all the way across. You need to be careful, because the enemy team can just collapse on you. Now, Steel trying to get in, dodges away from the kick, knocks him back. Gadget there, the double taunt comes out, the teleport used as well. But they don't really have the damage to catch out Vega. Evie came in with a TP, Gadget flashed away. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Mega Inferno Bomb actually landing here. There's the Ties of Blood from Evie. He'll get the kill with the Proto Belt. Santos underneath the tower, surviving for a very long time. But as soon as this minion wave comes in, Santos is a goner. Winds of War into a final transfusion from Evie will get them the double. They'll look for the tower down here in the top side of the map, though. Vega have taken 2 towers and are pushing towards that in here.
And that's the thing.
1,000 gold behind. The stat check gets harder and harder. Gang caught out a little bit here. Evie's going to go in. Triple Hemo Plague, but the rest of the team isn't there. There's no wombo for this combo. Vega forced back. You can see Steel solo, and Anasik just cancels him out. The taunt comes out though from Gang. Uniform jumps onto the backline top side though. Void Rush comes in from Anasik, and already 2 members of Detonation FocusMe are down. Uniform chased out by Boss. It's a wipe. They are clean aced Evie. There's nowhere for him to go. He's stampeded over, and Vega Squadron will top Group B.
They make their statement right there. They clean house, like you said, and you could see what Detonation FocusMe wanted. They said, we must fight. We're not just going to watch ourselves lose this game. So they took a gamble, but it was too little too late. From minute 1, Vega Squadron ran this game.
Vega Squadron totally demolished Detonation FocusMe. There wasn't a moment really that you thought DFM had control of this matchup. They will take the win. They'll 2-0 for the first couple of games of this group. They'll even kill Steel on the fountain. Vega Squadron show us that the Commonwealth of Independent States has come to play.
And not only that, they look like favorites and heavy favorites.
Yeah. Incredible performance from them all round. As you say, there were a few people doubting them, a few people saying, you know, is it only the Heimerdinger picks, is it only the Karthus picks? But if it works that well every game, I don't think it matters what picks you're getting.
And again, the fundamentals are clean. You know, that wasn't just about the Cheese, Karthus, or the Heimer, or having them in these weird positions. That was about super clean Baron setup. That was about recognizing when your power windows were, who you were going to play around. So I think Vega are the real deal for this group. I think if you put them on standard League of Legends, that they would just throw a rock. You'll hit someone, they deserve a mention.
Now, after the break, we're actually going to have a chat with Santos to see what he has to say about Vega's 2-0 start. It's going to be great to watch. Look at that gold graph. Steady climb. This is what we always talk about. That's what you want to see. And although, you know, Evie did step up, he had a very good performance. I think he only died once right at the end of the game. It wasn't enough Detonation FocusMe. They didn't have enough in the tank to take down Vega.
And they did try to play for the lane phase, you know, around that level 3 with the Galio Kaisa all in, and unfortunately they went for it and it just barely wasn't enough, and it felt like once they lost their summoners that they just had nothing else to play around, or at least Steel wasn't going to push on anything, and Steel has just felt frankly invisible to me, and you can see that in the damage. 3